Hi guys, welcome back to Mitch's Moments. We're here, we're back for another week. So we'll get started. My name's Mitch, and this is Mitch's Moments. I'm just going to talk first a little bit about something from my travel book. This week, it's not a random country, it's a country that I picked because I've been there and I love it and I want to talk about it, so we're going to talk about it. So, Germany. Let's go. So, Germany. A powerhouse of Europe's economy, industry and innovation, Germany has given the world the printing press, the automobile, aspirin and audio technology, as well as seminal works by luminaries like Martin Luther, Albert Einstein, Karl Marx, Bach, Beethoven and the Brothers Grimm. At the continent's geographic heart, Germany's fairy tale scenery spans the windswept maritime north, where white sand-fringed islands scatter offshore to dark wooded forests, vineyard-ribboned riverbanks and the towering snow-capped Alps in the south. These diverse landscapes are sprinkled with half-timbered villages and towns, chess-piece castles, Roman relics, centuries-old breweries and mighty cities home to palaces, museums, traditional and cutting-edge drinking and dining and nightlife venues, along with the palpable sense of the ancient and recent history. So, best time to visit is June to August, which is their summer, and top things to see is Berlin, which is one of my favourite places on earth. The soaring Gothic spires in Cologne, Holocaust sites like Dachau and Buchenwald, Dresden, which is really great as well. I've been to Dresden. It was completely destroyed and they rebuilt it. Munich, best things to do is get lost in the perfectly preserved small cities such as Bamberg or Weimar, float past vineyards and castles on a river cruise, hike to the meadows and the forests of the Alps, and explore the tiny hamlets nested amid the Harz Mountains. So yeah, Germany is one of my favourite places that I've been. This is photos of Germany. That's Neuschwanstein Castle, which is like the Disney castle. And yeah, just there's Berlin, which is one of my favourite cities ever. So when it says like the fall of the wall, I've got a piece of the Berlin Wall. They sold it to me as a piece of the Berlin Wall. It's probably just a piece of cement that they gave me. But basically after the Second World War, Germany was split into like different sections, and then there was tension between the sections, so they put up the Berlin Wall, and it basically split the sections in half. So there was the west side and the east side, and the east side was run by the Russians, and then yeah, essentially the wall just stayed up for like all these years, and nobody was allowed to leave, and if you tried to leave, they'd kill you. And yeah, then the wall came down in the late 80s, early 90s, and then everything sort of changed, and it was like booming culture, and yeah, so yeah, that's in Berlin, but Berlin is amazing. Berlin's probably my favourite city ever. So yeah, there's a piece of the Berlin Wall, my piece of history. But yeah, so that's Germany. Germany's amazing. If you ever get a chance to go to Germany, and go everywhere you can, if you ever get to go anywhere, ever again, because who knows how long the borders are going to be closed for. So, this week, enough about Germany. This week I'm just going to talk about movies again, because I love movies, and that's all I ever talk about, because there's not really much else to do. So, this week I have been focusing on watching a lot of old movies. So I've been watching like 70s, 80s and 90s movies, but mostly 80s and 90s movies because it's just nostalgic. Not that I lived in the 80s, but you get my drift. So yeah, my favourite movies of all time are the Back to the Future movies. Marty McFly going back in time and Back to the Future and here, there and everywhere in his flying time traveling DeLorean. But yeah, Back to the Future movies are definitely my favourite movies ever. But I've also been watching like The Goonies. What else did I watch this week? Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink, The Breakfast Club, another classic. Yeah, so yeah, just 80s movies in general. I watched The Sister Act, which is 90s, but that doesn't count. And then Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, National Lampoon's Vacation, all great movies. National Lampoon's Vacation is another one of my absolute favourite movies of all time. Definitely recommend watching National Lampoon's Vacation as many times as you can, because it's just the classic, hilarious, like family holiday disaster movie. So yeah. So, and now what I thought I'd do is I'll do a little quiz. As usual, it's my thing to do quizzes. To see which 80s teen movie character I am. So we'll find out together and we'll go through it, and I'll put a link in the comments below so you can do the quiz as well, and you can find out which 80s movie character you are, and then maybe you might find a new movie to watch for tonight. So, alright, so question 1 is, how do you like to spend your Friday nights? So sneaking out, catching up with your friends, hanging out in the parking lot of the local pizza place with a few buddies, grabbing a milkshake with big group of friends, in bed watching TV in the dark, taking a walk into the woods with your significant other, or dancing the night away in an all-ages club. I think in bed, at the moment, it's being in bed and watching TV in the dark. It's probably me. Question 2. What is your best way to get out of running laps in PE? Well, mine was just saying that I had a sore ankle in year 7, but that doesn't count anymore because I'm not at school. So hide a handful of oatmeal in your pocket and use it as fake vomit. Say you forgot your PE clothes at home. Tell your teacher you're having a bad day and hope they pity you. Show the quality doctor's note your friend forged for you. Hide in your car for an hour, or try to negotiate a deal with your teacher. I'd say the pretend you're having a bad day. That's usually what I did. Don't get out of PE. PE is important. I only tried to get out of it when I was like really young, in year 7. Question 3. If you could choose one thing to keep wearing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Ray-Ban sunglasses, Hawaiian shirt, flower crown, sports jersey, Converse chucks, or rhinestone brooch? Converse. I love Converse. I wear those all the time. My Converse are ridiculously dirty because they're the only shoes that I wear. So, question 4. You're going on a date and things are not going well. How do you handle it? Set a phone alarm beforehand just in case when it goes off, fake an emergency call and ditch them. I have done that before, so I'm not even going to read the other answers. That's exactly what I would do. I went on a date with someone and it wasn't going well, so I made an app send me a fake text message and I was like, sorry, gotta go. But yeah, I'll read the other ones anyway. Ask for the check and pretend to go to the bathroom and leave out the back door. Grin and bear it, it'll all be over soon. Apologise to the person because you feel like you ruined the date. Break it to them that things aren't aren't going to work out, or get nervous and start talking too much, making everything much worse. I think this is the phone alarm one. Question 5. Which artist is essential in your 80s rock star playlist? The English Beat, The Rolling Stones, Cyndi Lauper, Tears for Fears, Misfits, or Billy Idol? Tears for Fears, amazing. No question. Tears for Fears. Question 6. Which word would the people at your school use to describe you? Well, I don't go to school, but when I was at school, there's either extraordinary, laid back, who, neurotic, popular, or annoying. Mine, when I was at school, would be who, because I just glided through high school and made sure that nobody knew who I was. So we're going to pick who. And then continue. Okay, question 7. The school dance is coming up and word on the street is that your crush is still dateless too. How do you make a move? Break into their locker during passing period and set up a jack-in-the-box note attached asking if they'll go with you. Just walk up and ask them. If they say no, it's their loss. I could never make a move. They don't even know I exist. Casually bring up the dance in conversation. I hope they ask you. Tell them you're going together. How could they possibly turn down someone like you? Practice in front of the mirror but blurt it out next time you see them. I'd say just casually bring it up in conversation and see what they say. So that's what I'd do. Question 8. Your favourite band is in town and your BFF snagged 2 tickets but you're grounded. How do you make it happen? Say you'll be studying at a friend's house and then sneak out. Just tell your parents you're going, you're already grounded. So what else can they do? Sneak out after your parents go to sleep. You don't, you're grounded and that's it. Just go, you'll leave and be back before anyone even notices. Tell your parents you're going to the library and they believe you because you never lied to them. I'd say just tell my parents about it. If there's something like that, bands only come around not so often, especially in Australia. So even if I was grounded, I'd say that my parents would probably still let me go. Yeah, this one. Which of these people always seem to cause the most trouble in your life? Your brother, sister, teachers, annoying classmates, your parents, your friends, or bullies? I think my friends cause probably the most trouble. Not that it's bad trouble, but yeah, sometimes, friends can just be a little bit crazy. The science fair is in a week. What's your project? Who needs a project when you can just pull the fire alarm the day it's due? I'm sure I'll come up with something eventually. A model of the solar system I painted myself. Ugh, don't remind me. I've been stressing out about it for months. Blowing some stuff up. Or an aerodynamic rocket that runs on baking soda and vinegar. I would do the solar system because that one just is the easiest to me. 11. Cha-ching, you just got your paycheck from working at the mall food court. What is the first thing you buy? Fake ID, huge pizza, new outfit, spa day for one, self-defense classes, or a magazine. I'd say new outfit because I just always need good clothes. 12. Congrats, you got a brand new car for your birthday. Where's the first place you're going? Miami. Don't think a car is going to get me to Miami from Morwell, but Miami. 7-Eleven. Give your sibling a ride. Back to bed. Significant other's house or a friend's house. I think we'll go friend's house. 13. Last question. How would you rate this quiz? How would you guys rate this? You tell me in the comments below. Loved it. It was pretty okay or not great. It was pretty okay. It was alright. Show me my results. Let's see who I am. Waiting. Waiting. Okay. Who did I get? Okay, I got Samantha Baker from 16 Candles. For some reason, it always seems like nobody ever appreciates you the way they should. Your crushes always seem like they have no idea you exist, and your friends and family totally ignore you. Sometimes. But don't fret, it's not you, it's them. The people around you can be a lot to deal with, but your kind spirit will bring good things into your life in no time. For now, you may be right there along with Sam saying this. Like, I can't believe this, they totally forgot my birthday. So, yeah. Sam Baker is the main character from 16 Candles, and I will show you what she looks like. Here we go. Oh, is it going to load? Yeah, this is her. Classic 80s movie character. Do we look alike? We're the same person now, apparently. Anyway, so, everyone should watch 16 Candles, another classic 80s movie. I think I mentioned it before. But anyway, that's enough from me for this week with Mitch's Moments. Thanks for tuning in. As I say every week, make sure you're checking in on your friends, family, cousins, sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, nephews, grandma, grandpa, whoever that you want to check in on. Just make sure that everyone's doing okay. It's like every day can be Are You Okay Day. Just check in, make sure they're doing all right, especially at the moment. As I've said, things are starting to ease, so it's really great that we're able to see people, but things are still a bit far from over at the moment. So yeah, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you next week. Bye.